Today I'm going to talk about compost. Composting in the garden. Well, what I've done in the past, I found the best way of doing the compost is to put it in a bag. But ideally tie the bag up. My fingers, I have the arthritis in my fingers, so I find it hard to tie the bag up. Put it in a bag, put some water in there, leave it for 6 months, and in 6 months time you'll have a nice bit of compost. What's happened here? You'll have a nice bit of compost. See? If that's tied up, but you have to leave it a little while to settle down first. Grass cuttings, mix it with anything, any biodegradable stuff, stick it in the compost. This sort of stuff, and I put it in the bottom of the pots, and the not the wooden bit from the coconut, but the outside stuff, and the centre of the corn on the cob, I put in the bottom of the pots, and then I put the potting soil on top, and then it all turns into potting soil, and I reuse the potting soil in the bigger pots. But the compost, I find, so I get a bit of sun in my eye. Here I got the normal compost. I've got the grass cuttings and old weeds and stuff from the kitchen. I find it gets too hot. The sun dries it all out, and yeah, this sort of stuff, this bigger stuff, that's a corn from the cob. I usually put that in the pots. Not all of them, obviously, because that one's in there. But yeah, I find it gets too hot in the sun. But the grass cuttings will keep control of it a little bit. Here, down here, I put all the bigger stuff. But I'm higher up than next door because my soil's been built up, and they got chickens, and their chickens peck away at the soil, and it goes down. Before, they didn't have that wall on the outside. They were losing soil. So what I've got here, I got a secondary little wall which is maybe 3 bricks underground, stops the soil going out, and then all the compost crap. But their ground is gone below the foundations of my wall, so I'm losing soil left, right and centre. And I don't know that you can see here. I mean, it's just going down. Here I've got a big hole in the wall where it hasn't joined, so I'm going to fill that in with a bit of cement later. And here the same, because I have about 200 lorry loads of soil in my garden. That's why it's not so good, my soil. See, I'm higher than everyone else. But there, it's gone down. See here? Here's one height, here's down. That's how fast I'm losing it. Planted some corn the other day, it's starting to grow. So, the ones my wife planted aren't growing so fast, but the ones I planted, they're growing really fast. And some limes, they're doing well. Anyway, this is good compost too, this algae on top of the water. So, and the bamboo sticks I put around the outside, and the old banana trees and old logs I put around the outside because I'm on a slope and the soil washes out. Okay, I haven't long done it. I put some more there today. It will stop it. I mean, when it rains here, it really rains. We've got the old torrential rain, and you see it washes away. So everything wash away. But I put these double wall around. This goes under a little bit. What's this? What's going on here? Under a little bit. So yeah, this wall doesn't. None of these walls have foundations. It was just quickie. When I moved here, there was no wall, and I wanted 1 meter foundations. Everyone goes, no, that's no good. Can't do 1 meter. Can't do 1 meter foundations. Can only do 6 inches. I thought, well, that's no good. And who was right? See, in England we always do 1 metre foundations, or about 3 foot, just under 1 metre I suppose. But it's hard work, so nobody wants to work hard. Better do the job twice and pay twice. That way you can make more money from the customer than if you do the job properly first time and make 1 metre and have it last forever. That would be no good. That'd be no good at all. Better when you make the job shitty 2 times or even 3 times. There you go. So I've also got all these round pots. This here I've got these round drainage pots filled with soil, and all the way up here. They're not expensive because I bought a lot at a time. Good for the pineapples. But as you get further up, you will see where the soil is going, because I mean here it's okay. Here it's okay, we've got soil there. Here no have pots for a little bit because they had bamboo there and it's just taking the light. But here it's I don't know if you can see that, it's going down below the pots. I mean, at one time that was all full of stones. There's like a big snail there, look. Big snail. Oh. Can eat or not? Someone's already eaten it, look at that. Big. But it's gone below the pots here. And all the way along here. See, I've got these concrete tanks. The soil's drained out and it's actually gone below. And they were full one time, and it's obviously sucked the soil out the pots. So there. Yeah, it's sucked the soil out. Well, what I've had to do here is put a little cross bit because it was just sucking it all out along there. But yeah. So at some stage, if I ever get any money back, I'm going to have to dig out and put foundations lower. Oh shit, corn! Oh, I'm walking on the corn, shit. Oh dear, I'm in trouble now walking on the corn. I don't know, you see these big pots I have in the garden, they're 700 litres. Well, I had one here, and they sink. See, I put bricks under it, but after a year or two, they sink down. And if you let them sink too far, I mean, you can't get them out. It breaks them trying to get them out. You see them, they're starting to sink. Obviously, there's water in them. When look, this one, see? This one is starting to sink. So what you have to do is empty it out, get a couple of people to give you a hand and lift it back up and stick some bricks. But the trouble is, when it sinks, the water stays there underneath, and then you get a sinkhole. And then the soil goes out through the sinkhole too. And that's because under here there's rocks, or under a few meters down it's all rock, and you can lose the whole lot of the soil. Out the back I had a big sinkhole, and that was like 2 or 3 meters deep, and that was just sucking soil out like no one's business. I filled it with empty soda bottles, glass soda bottles. I didn't break them, I just filled it with soda bottles and whatever, and that was around here. So obviously if you can get them on concrete, it's much better. Yeah, that was around here, but it is starting again, it's starting to sink again, but it's starting to sink there. I don't know what's happened to my banana tree. Someone's been eating the leaves. It's not good, is it? Someone's been eating it. There's nothing on it. I can't see anything, but I'm gonna have to give that a spray. So maybe a grasshopper. What is it? Like the big grasshoppers. I have a few of those in the garden. Lucases. They eat the whole lot. Come black sandwich grasshopper eat everything. So that's about it. It looks like might get some rain at some stage. So yeah, let's start off as about compost. See. So thanks for watching, Old Man Thailand Gardens. If you don't watch, then you've missed out, haven't you? That's your loss. Okay, bye bye.